Greetings. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you with Kick It with Chelle on the Chase. The reason why I'm opening up this channel is to give people, adults, an opportunity to be able to talk back and forth with each other about any kind of topics that we want, as long as we keep them, the topics clean in our discussions. I would like to be a mentor for you. I know that a lot of people may not have someone that they can talk to. And, by allowing this chat to be open to people, it might just give you an opportunity to meet someone, even if you're interested in them, to give you a safe place to look into some of your options, but also possibly gain information in reference to resources in your community. Let's see, let me give you my schedule for through the week. On Sundays, I release PSA announcements and their public service addresses. And then on Tuesdays, I release social skills lessons. And then all through the week, I do my theology lesson. I just go ahead and record it. It's my lesson. So I figured that, it's my meditation study for the day. But I decided to go ahead and record it and release it because maybe somebody can get something out of it. I'm not religious anymore, but I am spiritual. But I just like to read the Quran and the Holy Bible. It's a good guide for me, and because of the principles. It's something that I like to do, just so that I can stay grounded and help me to get through things. When I have questions, I go to God and I go to the holy books. But at any rate, what I've been doing to fill up time is I would pick a topic. So the past couple of weeks, I've been dealing with things older singles should consider when dating in the 21st century. I wanted to mention one thing, too, that on a Thursday, I'm going to start in a couple of weeks or so. I'm going to be starting. I'm going to incorporate. Let's see, what is it? I forget what it's called now. Like emergency preparedness type things you should have, whether you're in an urban area or a rural area. So, but I'm not going to incorporate those videos and, for a couple more weeks, but I'll release those on a Thursday. And then the Saturday, I moved the Saturday lives to 5 p.m. I was doing them two times a week in the evenings, but until I get everything built up, it's better for me to just show that I'm, that I'm being disciplined and that I'm here for you. If you ever need to talk to somebody about something, if you can shoot me an email, I left 2 email addresses under my profile description, which gives you a detail of what my background is. I'm retired now for a year, but I'm trying to figure out. I'm working on some other things. Plus, I want to develop this channel. This is something that that God prompted me to do, was to start this channel. So I really want to build it up into a site where people can come together from all over the world and get resource, information on where they could possibly get resources to help them wherever they're at. I figured that if I'm talking to people from all over the world and we open up the chat sessions, that we can talk about whatever comes up. Somebody has a question, if somebody's in chat, we could just talk about it. If nobody has it, I'm not going to normally have a topic. The only reason why I'm going over this stuff right now is to fill up time until I get people in chat. Once I get people in chat participating, I will act more as a monitor, and just watch and see who's saying what. But I do want to make this an opportunity for adults from all over the world, any walk of life, to be able to talk to each other, and support each other. I can't stress that enough. And it won't cost you anything. Sometimes people just need to just communicate with someone else, Sometimes that's just all they need, So this is that's my main focus for the live on Saturdays, is to be able to open up the lines of communication for people to talk to each other in an environment, that's, it's regulated and monitored somewhat, you need to be responsible once you leave chat, be careful about who you give your information to or whatever. So, you got to be just real cautious. I want people to be cautious of that and never give people money. Never do that. But also make sure, it's a different world from when we came up, y'all, my age group, the older folks. And so, people are not, there are just real sharks out here and they will take advantage of you. So you must be cautious and don't, let your emotions overtake your logic, don't do that. People need to prove themselves before you go all in. They should be able to, communicate with you other than a text and never seeing them. You never see them. They should be able, they have too many apps now where you can go to video chat. So there's no excuses, so always just make sure, and then when you get to talking with these people, you need to know what the situation is with them, if they're with, if they're living with people, if they're not living with anyone, stuff like that. You're going to want to know that, don't invest time in somebody that you can't, that there is no, no plans or just, I mean, I guess if you just want something to do, I guess, something like that, but you still want to be careful with that. Just be cautious, I could tell you myself, I'm not going to personally invest time in people that I can't talk to via my phone or a video chat. I'm just not. I'm not going to waste my time. If people can't do that, was kind of simple, basic things. Too much technology out here. And older singles, I'm encouraging you to do the same thing, especially if you're getting in a situation where you're trying to narrow stuff down to be with somebody that you want to spend time with, your life with. Don't waste your time with people that can't do these basic things. It's that simple. Don't be invested in stuff that's not tangible, because it's pie in the sky and it's sweet by and by. So don't waste your time like that. I'm just telling you, if you're just bored and you're not really serious or something like that, but don't take it seriously then. If that's how you go communicate with somebody, just text here and there and, email, whatever, and you know that you don't really want anything more than that, that's something different. If you just want something to do. But the people that are serious, don't take them people seriously. Don't, because you're wasting your time. Just keep moving, just keep moving, and let whatever happen. But I want this place to be an opportunity for people to be able to get on here and talk to somebody from wherever they're at in the world, and maybe make a connection, and it won't cost you, but it'll maybe provide you with a space that, I'm not saying that it's safe, but it's at least, it's a little bit, it's more open, it's a more open forum, and it's real time. If I'm going live, it's real time, so watch these people that don't, with these dummies, whatever them called, what you call those things when they don't have like it's not the photos, I forgot what the name of it is, avatar, whatever, I don't know if I'm using the right name, but anyway, don't take them seriously. And then watch the people with even with the photos, because a lot of times if their photos are old and stuff like that, then so just, there's a lot of things to think about. But I've been going live here for a few weeks now. So if you want, you should just go back on my older ones I was doing at night. I was doing those at night, but nobody was showing up. Until people start showing up, I'm just going to just log in at 5:00 on a Saturday for a few minutes and let people see that I'm here, that I'm willing to mentor you too. If you came on here and you just wanted to, say, hey, you know what, I just really struggle because whatever, don't say a whole lot because it's open, but, at least you'll have somebody you can communicate with and maybe could give you an easy suggestion, if not, guide you in the right place where you can possibly get the answers you need. So I want it to be like that, So, but at any rate, I'm just killing time right now. because I want to develop a habit, so people can see that I'm serious, And as I said, I'm willing to mentor you, even if you had a question that you wanted somebody to kind of run something by somebody. There's email addresses. This is for anybody. If you need somebody, I want to mentor you. So you can send an email. I will answer you. If I can't give you a good answer, I'll try to refer you somewhere where you can get a good answer. I'm here for you. Once I get the channel built up, I'll incorporate some other things like a store and some other affiliate stuff. I want to get product endorsements. I want it to be a place where, we'll have access to, you make some things maybe corporations, are affiliated with. I want to be able to link with them so that they can, have a trusted source where if they want to give back, they'll know who to talk to link them to people that could really need the help. That's my ultimate goal. But I have to build my way in. This is only my 6th week. I'll be starting my 7th week this week on Sunday or Monday or whatever, at the beginning of the week, whenever. So I'm real serious about this. And as I mentioned, I release short videos every day. They're not long, they're short. That's to let you know I'm here for you and I'm serious about it. I'm not an expert in anything. I just love God and I just want to help. I just want to give back. And I know a few things, and I've worked in a few industries that I can know how to navigate a little bit, and I might be able to get you to the place where you can get the answers that you might need, possibly, or at least get you close. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and continue on with some things that older singles should think about in the 21st century. Well, since we're, if you're out here dating, okay? Now watch this. This is one that I really want you all to be careful on, okay? The importance of trust in a relationship. I think I might have stopped there, but just watch that. Trust has to be earned. So remember that. Don't just freely start trusting everybody, because these people are wolves out here. I'm going through that right now behind being trusting. I very seldom let people in my life, hardly ever. But it seems like, I made some bad characters because I'm naive. I'm not naive anymore. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I had to learn the hard way. So learn from me, please. Because these people will tell you anything and have something else in store for you. A casket. Prioritize self-care and self-love. Take care of you. I can't stress that enough. Put some time into yourself. Don't let yourself just go. Move around, exercise some. I don't exercise as much as I should, but I do exercise some, though. I do calisthenics. I don't do as many as I should, but I do. Mostly, I do them at least 5 to 6 days a week, sometimes 7, but at least 5 days a week. I walk a lot. I walk all the time. I do. When I can walk for miles, at one way. And then, I got to come back. Consider the impact of past relationships on your dating mindset. This one's a really good one. Because if you was in a situation with somebody, you're not with them anymore, and you still dealing with all that old, whatever that residual emotion stuff, Try to get past that. Try to figure out how to get through that and past it. You don't want to carry that into your next relationship or consideration for a relationship. You don't want to do that. So you want to try to heal from that, you know? When you distance yourself from somebody, then heal. Try to heal. You know, don't pull all that extra stuff. And don't try to date somebody if you're not ready. Don't. That's not fair to the person who is ready. You know, if you know you're not healed and you got stuff you can't, you know, that you got to tend to, that's not fair to somebody else, you know, to do stuff like that. There's a lot of people that do that. They put the cart in front of the horse and they're not ready. You know, be in situationships and relationships and marriages and stuff like that, and they evolve. And they can't, whatever the reason. I'm not going to put, I'm not. If people can't prove themselves to me, I'm going to keep going. Because I have that much pride in myself. I'm not going to let somebody just, if somebody can't prove themselves to me, that's not my problem. That's a personal problem for the other person, not me. Because I'm going to keep going. I'm not letting people get in my way. Seek therapy or counseling if a past trauma is affecting you in your dating life. I mean, you know, people are so scandalous now, boy. You almost need therapy. They just go over the top. If you need it, then go to a hospital or something like that, or a clinic, and ask them for a referral for mental health counseling. There's no shame in that. I've had to talk to a psychologist before. You know, what you gonna do? Like, what if you don't have anybody to talk to? What you gonna do? People have done me so dirty. It's like, I don't know how I'm even here. But I believe in God. That's how I'm still here. I believe in God. I do. And I'm grounded. You know, I try to keep I'm not out there living no wild lifestyles and stuff like that. You know, I like to have fun just like anybody else, but I'm grounded. So I'm going to get through it. Plus I'm with God, so I'm going to get through it. But just, you know, watch these people because they are just really, you got to watch them, people. It's not like when we was coming up, when we was young. It's nothing like that. Stay positive about the dating process. Stay as positive as you can. If it don't work, then this wasn't meant to be. So just move on. You know, let it go. Try to stop rehearsing those thoughts of whatever it is about that. You know, that person. You know, don't try to be bonded to somebody that tight when you just in the beginning. You know, if it's not working, it's just not. But just be willing to let go. Sometimes we hold on to stuff way too long. I know I have before. I don't do that anymore. Excuse me. I don't do that anymore. I don't. Be aware of the impact of technology on dating dynamics. I mean, that's something vast. You got to be careful because these scoundrels on the internet, you know, they can copy and paste somebody's photo and use it for their own. I mean, that's the old technology, you know, and it's not even them. They use still photos or whatever. They could probably even, you know, somebody was so clever one time they had got some video and tried to splice a video in with some stills like that. I said, man, wow, come on, scamming. So be careful of that. If you can't see the people in real time, don't take them. They should be able to FaceTime you and all of that. So so watch all that. Don't be so, I mean, I understand. Believe me, I understand. But if they can't talk to you or FaceTime you, then they're not serious. They got other stuff going on. So just keep that in mind. It's okay. That's just something that you have to keep on going. Don't get emotionally caught up into that. Be willing to break. If you don't see nothing that's real, don't get your mind caught into that, people. What time is it? Learn about modern dating trends and terminology. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here talking right now, because it's different. And I'm trying to talk to you about stuff. I got some more materials too that I'll incorporate on dating. So I'm going to talk about this kind of stuff. That might be something that I continue to do once I get it built up. It's just, while everybody else is just chit chatting, maybe just go over some dating tips or something like that. People need to know about stuff like that. Some people don't know what's going on. I didn't know what was going on either. Got my head bumped too out here. This is some things to think about. Be aware of the role of social media in dating. You got to be really aware of that. I'm going to leave that there. Avoid excessive social media stalking. People do that all the time. I don't do that, but I know people do. If they do you like that, just block them. Just block anybody that comes at you the wrong way, you don't feel comfortable. Just block them. Simple. However many times you have to, if you don't agree with somebody, block them. Keep your expectations realistic. I mean, what can you expect when you meet somebody online? But if you decide to escalate the situation, there needs to be some sort of valid verification process with them, where they're showing you, where you've been able to talk to them, FaceTime, things of that sort, on the phone, whatever. So don't just be overwhelmed with the excitement of everything. Stay grounded with it so that you don't end up wasting your time, Just keep going on with your life, whatever's happening. Don't stop whatever you're doing, Be clear about your relationship goals, whether casual or serious. That's very important. I know when I wasn't serious, I didn't say I was serious. When I wasn't ready, oh no, I just recently admitted I'm okay with being, I just recently. Because before I was like, nah. I wasn't trying to be serious. No, I just recently, I'll say past, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I just, I wanted to meet people or whatever, socialize, but I wasn't ready for anything. Oh, I didn't take anything seriously. The people that I met, I couldn't take them seriously. I knew they wasn't going to be, because my expectations is way up here for a guy. And it's hard to find what I'm looking for. I ain't going to run into my everyday guys like that. I tried to date people, and they turned out to be flops. People tell I'm not going to let myself. If you can't keep up, you just can't keep up. Not that I'm doing anything, but I'm just saying, these people it just wasn't working. It was, they're probably good for some other people, but it just didn't work out for me like that. So I'm just now at a point where I want to be married. I'm just going to say it, but before I didn't really, that's just like I said, probably I don't know, maybe even, I don't know I don't even know. It hasn't been that long ago. I don't know if it's been a year or not. I don't think it's been a year. I don't think so. Where I've admitted publicly, I don't know. Maybe I'll say a year, maybe. But I've been busy just trying to get away from old situations. I have people that stalk and harass me, so I'm trying to steer clear all that madness, because I'm not interested. I'm not going to try to be around people that they don't have the right motives, and they're not good people. And sometimes you're just not meant for somebody, you know? And that's just the case. So I'm not gonna let myself be around something like that. I got to go until I get what I want in somebody. I'm not gonna hang around. I'm not. I can do that. You know, why not? I don't have to settle for less than what I want. I'd rather be by myself. Because I know I want a high caliber dude. And if I can't get, I just wait until I can get one, whenever that is, you know. Or just remain single. But I'm okay with either one, you know, because I know what my expectations are. But I've just got to a point where I wanted to become serious. Because I didn't take anything seriously before. I wasn't trying to date and all this and that. It's been some years since I've dated. Even dated. But I have people stalking me from years ago. From years ago. It's crazy. So be careful out here in this dating world when you start dating. Tell people the truth, what you want. If you don't want to be serious, just tell them you don't want to be serious. If you want to have a relationship, tell them you want to have a relationship. You know, if you want to get married, tell people you want to get married. It's just, I mean, you know, if you know you're not ready, if you're hesitating when you're saying, oh, I want to get married, then you're not ready. Don't say that then. Say just trying to meet somebody for casual dating or something like that, you know? That's all. There's a lot going on, boy. I refuse to be, for me, I refuse to be around somebody that's going to be a tyrant and bully and mean and evil and just controlling, and I'm not. I refuse. Embrace the potential for a long distance relationship. Well, I mean, you got to be able to FaceTime and video chat and all of this and that, you know. But y'all need to come to agreement about that. I don't see anything wrong with it as long as people come to agreement. That's all. Somebody should be able to FaceTime. People should be able to not just text. That don't prove that ain't nothing. That's not enough. And you know, if you do decide to consider long distance relationships, be prepared for the challenges of a long distance relationship. For me, I wouldn't bother me because I'm used to being on my own, and I don't mind being by myself. You know, for me. But eventually, that would be the objective. You know, but I don't have to be up underneath somebody all the time. You know, I want to be around somebody all the time eventually, but even then there'll be times when we won't be able to be around each other because we'll have things we got to do. You know, you can't be, you know, so be willing for that. You know, I'm not in no hurry. You know, I'm used to traveling and stuff like that. You know, this is the first year I've been this quiet. I'm first year and a half I've been this still since I was a teenager. I've never been this like, you know, where I was in a hold mode, but God's blessing me to be able to you know, do some things that I really want to do. So I don't mind it, but I'm building, and I want to be with somebody for me that's going to build, that's want to build. You're going to find people like that out there everywhere, you know? That's all right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep going until I meet somebody, if I meet somebody. But you got to be willing to, you know, just people, that's an option too, people to be considered. But then people should be able to FaceTime you and you know, see each other, say, hey, whatever. Ah, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But just be willing to just compromise and stuff like that. I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. A couple more and then you know, that was I just, you know, segue into this next one. You know, use video calls to maintain a connection in long distance dating. I mean, you know, it's that simple. It's not hard. It's free. You can do that stuff free. That's stuff they've been doing that since the 90s. That's all. It was probably before that. I just want to do this last one. Make time for in-person visits when possible. I mean, if you're not living in the same place, just make arrangements to meet each see each other whenever you can. That's all. But anyway, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna be here for you all. I'm not gonna. I'm, and this channel will grow. It will. It will. I'm not giving up. If I have to come out here and just talk to myself every day, or whatever, and then we have this live on Saturday right now. Just I'm still going to release videos all through the week. I'm still going to offer my mentoring services, and eventually I'll have contract opportunities associated with this site. Eventually, I'll have stores and affiliates connected to this, and eventually it somehow, I don't know how yet at this point, because everything is new and just at the beginning. I want to have corporate information on this site also, because once I get everything set up the way I really want to, and I see things are rolling, and I get interest, then I'll go to the big, folks and start talking to them about some stuff. I'm not even going to entertain that, right? Because I can do it. Because I can get them to help. But I'm not going to anybody to do anything or request anything until after I get the channel built up. I'm not putting a cart in front of the horse, because I already know how to talk to them, the big boys. But we ain't there yet. So there's no point for that, it's got to get built up first to get everybody build up the subscribers or the people that'll link into this channel, So, but at any rate, hope you'll have the rest of your day. I hope it'll be good. Okay. So I'm a one-man show, but I won't always be.